Yo, welcome to an episode of Superkick Podcast. I'm your host, Ringside P. Just finished watching Monday Night Raw. About to get into it. Man, make sure you like, subscribe, share, comment, give me feedback. Check out the reels, check out the shorts, check out the TikToks, check me on Spotify, check me on Tables and Bumps, all that great stuff, man. We on the road to WrestleMania, and we couldn't get more wilder than what we are getting right now, right? Man, Karrion Kross pops up again. I thought we were gonna get a match between Karrion Kross and AJ Styles coming up, but he's just here to just play the devil on people's shoulders. Sami Zayn is out of commission for a while at that match with Kevin Owens, so we might not get that match between Karrion Kross and Sami at WrestleMania. But Karrion Kross definitely needs to be part of WrestleMania in some shape or form. He's just that dude, man. I think he's just highly overrated. Next thing, I gotta stop saying I'm just all hype. Lyra versus Ivy Now. Yo, that match was really good. Lyra, I feel like outside of that Queen of the Ring match against her and Nia Jax, this is one of my favorite matches of Lyra's that I've seen, especially for her to have this showing with the IC title. This I feel like was needed for her. They need to put some meat, some solid contenders for that title. I just don't want to keep seeing her versus Ivy Now or her versus Dakota Kai over and over again. But I am cool. I thought I'd just see some music is about to hit and there's gonna be a surprise, a return or something like that. But it didn't happen. Maybe next week or something like that. She should be at Mania too. Wrestling. What else? Ludwig Kaiser looks like a young old baby in the face. I don't know what's up with him, but he just looks young, but he's wrinkly. His face is wrinkled. I guess it's just like, man, black don't crack, so I don't really understand the chemistry makeup of that. But looks old but he's young at the same time. And his girlfriend's kind of bad though too, so I can't really roast him too bad, right? Him and Penta going back and forth. Man, I feel like this is setting up for some tag match between him and someone else, and Penta and his brother at some point. Gotta be happening, right? But we'll see. Lucha Gable. Are we about to get Lucha Gable? He's out on a quest to unlock the mystery and the power needed, the skill sets needed to defeat the luchadors. But we have to become a luchador himself to be able to defeat a luchador. Man, I'm actually really intrigued about what's going on with Chad Gable right now. I look forward to seeing more of that. What else we gonna get into? I don't even have a super kicks of the week this week, just because I just don't. It looked like it was Braun Breaker, but I was too into the show to really pay attention to the kicks this week. Hopefully I get one for Friday. We're going to move into the next match. The tag team match for the tag team titles. The War Raiders versus the Creed Brothers. Another solid match. I'm seeing Brutus Creed doing 450s. Julius hitting shooting star press. You got Ivar doing a moonsault. These dudes were doing moves that dudes them size shouldn't be doing out there. Man, they was cooking. The first match was great. The second match, I wish it didn't end clean like it did, so we can be justified to run it back again. But they might just run it back again just because, right? The same thing with Ivy Now. They might just keep going at them until they get the titles, till they get what Master Gable told them to go do. I shouldn't be calling them to do, Master. What Chad Gable told them to go do, right? But I like that match a lot. What did you guys think about the match? Let me know, right? Comment below as always. Man, Punk kicked off the show, lining them up. He had venom in anyone's direction who wanted. The Rock got some, calling him a ball frog. John Cena also got called a ball frog as well. But Seth Rollins got called out. Said, man, told Seth woman Becky to come get him, because if you don't get him, I'll put him in a wheelchair. I might hurt this boy, right? This leads to straight chaos going on, and we had to have known that the January 6th match between the two wasn't a one-off, right? We get an interaction with them in the Royal Rumble. Then we see what happened at the Elimination Chamber. Now we got next week Punk and Rollins in the steel cage. Roman didn't pop up in the Elimination Chamber. Roman pops up in that steel cage somehow. He gets a part of that match. Roman has to be a part of WrestleMania some way, right? So it got to be Seth, Punk, and Roman in a triple threat. I still feel like someone's doing double duty. It has to be bigger than last year. Cena turning heel is a big major thing. I don't know necessarily right now if it tops WrestleMania 40 built up, but it is a big thing right now. And I gotta let it ponder for a minute to really see if this is bigger than the 40 so far. But it's on pace to surpass 40. Especially with the bill. We'll see what happens Friday with Cody Rhodes being on Smackdown, and then I think John Cena is back on Raw on the 17th. So we'll see what's happening. Love that Punk and Rollins are adding to the Raw is War, like just feel again, like cause it's just chaos. We missing Bronson Reed, really. We're really missing Bronson Reed to just tear everything up constantly each and every week. But Punk and Rollins, it was on site. No matter where they was, it was on site. I wish they would have fought all throughout the night in different parts. Like they just kept coming across each other. I wish they would have kept crossing paths and they just kept fighting out like Peter Griffin and the Chicken, right? And Family Guy. That's what I wanted to see. Next, and my last thing, because I'm keeping it short, man. Hopefully under 10 minutes, but man. Rhea Ripley versus Io Sky. Last match tonight for the Women's World Championship. I felt like one of my things was like, man, all right, we know we got WrestleMania. Bianca just won the chamber. I don't want them to have Bianca versus Rhea Ripley. And I felt like maybe a lot of us thought that was going to happen, right? And I'm like, well, man, that's a dream match. We can't rush the dream match. We got to kind of tease it, right? You got to have a proper build to it. All these other feuds on the men's side, CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, CM Punk, Seth Rollins, even Roman and Seth Rollins, there's this long build between the two. We can't rush probably one of the biggest matches on the women's division in a while. So I'm like, man, I knew some shenanigans was going to happen in this match to where I felt like inadvertently or something like that, Bianca would get hit. This would cause some type of scuffle, DQ, whatever. Now we got a triple threat at WrestleMania. Never would I have thought that it'd be Rhea who would snap in a sense and lose focus and now lose the Io Sky on Monday Night Raw. The Women's Championship has changed hands twice this year on Monday Night Raw. I don't know if I necessarily want that to be a thing, but I like it though. I like that the major championships can change hands on Raw or SmackDown. It hasn't happened with the men's yet. They're doing it with the women's because they don't see the women's championship as valuable as the men. Obviously, they don't. Look what they do with the women's time, right? They don't really give them proper tick, except for this week, main event, right? But kind of make it a thing. So what, like, we know, like, now it can be unpredictable again, right? And I that's what the aspect that I want it to be. But man, like, never would I thought that Io Sky would be Rhea Ripley tonight. And now we get Io Sky versus Bianca Belair at WrestleMania. The roles has switched. I remember Bianca versus Io Sky at Backlash in Puerto Rico, and the fans were behind her, and they're behind her again. So heel Bianca is coming. We know it. This is the setup for heel Bianca. I don't know who would be heel or face when it becomes down between Bianca and Rhea Ripley, but heel Bianca is coming through for WrestleMania. Man, this was a good Monday Night Raw. Unpredictable. Like I say, man, I love it. And I like the surprises that they're throwing at us right now, man. It's great, Elimination Chamber. Even the Rumble, right? Jey Uso winning the Rumble. You know who would have guessed that? You know. You get to the Chamber. John Cena winning the Chamber. Not only did he win the Chamber, they didn't turn heel. You know, like, man, craziness. And then tonight, Io Sky winning, beating Rhea Ripley for the championship on Monday Night Raw. Great, you know, like, I think a lot of us just wrote off Io Sky, like, oh man, why are we even doing this? But man, I love that, man. Io Sky is so talented. Probably one of the best in the women's division right now, skill wise, you know. And she deserves the championship, so I'm happy for Io Sky, yo. But man, what did you guys think of Monday Night Raw tonight? You guys know what to do. Hit her over the moonsault on that subscribe and like button, man. Leave some comments below. Until next time, man. Adios. Peace.